We'll go ahead and let him be above us.
The lobotomite return.
Terrifying and... Found my brain, we're gonna sell it.
Now.
There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we... With it, we can finally... And we have so many...
You think I'm a lobotomite? No, for my skullhouse is the brain of Mobius.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
Science provided a wake line. Countless brain extraction surgeries exist, but only one implantation one from Mobius.
You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
I offer a deal. Stay here, stay put, and I'll let you live. Incapacity, classification field, okay.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I guess we'll see this slight variation. So, I guess lying and saying that Mobius is in your head, all that does is mean that you don't have to accomplish quests for 2 of the 4 other think tank members. You bypass that and go straight to the same dialogue tree. And now I'm curious what happens if you kill Mobius. If that gives you different options on how to end it.
For you? Very well.
Okay, so those 2 dialogue choices led to the exact same thing. What about... What if we quick kill Dr. Mobius? Oh, I don't know that we can quick kill him, because this might take a while, actually. Can I pickpocket explosives into Dr. Mobius's inventory?
I'm having the most...
Yeah, I can't pickpocket him. What's the fastest way I can possibly kill him? If he stays really still, I might be able to just... There we go. Now we still got to go through all this before we're allowed to go talk to the think tank.
Well.
Okay, why are you such a dick? Okay.
I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want...
Alright, so we managed to kill Mobius without triggering a big fight. So maybe telling him that we killed Mobius will lead to some new dialogue. It might not. I think the fastest way to deal with this area is just to circle around the camp. Oh, fudge, that was not what I wanted to do. Doesn't make much of a difference. The exit is over there. I think, yeah, we can actually hop up to it, so it's not that big of a deal. I can't hop up to it, but we can climb up to it here. So, whatever. Alright. Just kind of trailing off a bit here. I'm running out of things to do with this DLC. So yeah, again, I state, anyone still watching this, throw in, do you have an opinion about whether you'd like to see the last couple of quests that I found but didn't do. Like, I'm not saying that there aren't quests out there that we never triggered at all. But if you'd like to see me take a quick run at some of the quests that are open, I'll consider it. I kind of feel like we're done, though, you know what I mean? I kind of feel like at this point, we've won the game multiple times over without ever, you know, finding whoever's love interest and all that nonsense. Certainly feel like I got my money worth out of the game without going to see those events. But I am curious about what the Lonesome Road DLC involves. So I definitely am going to do that. Whether we do some other in-game stuff, regular game stuff first before we go on the Lonesome Road, or just jump straight to Lonesome Road and end it. When I finish the last video of Lonesome Road, that is it for the LP. So let me know what your feelings are on whether we should do more, you know, these last couple of quests here. Why can't we be friends? Find a way to cut off access to the sulfur. These ones are related to different endings and stuff we've already done, so I don't care about those. But, like, Rose of Sharon Cassidy, we can't get her to follow us, so I suppose I could set that as active quest and try with that. Ethel Phillips wants her husband Walter to forget about Heck Gunderson and return to their ranch. I mean, this is, yeah. Some of these we might have already done, actually, and I just loaded a earlier save. It's possible. And I'm just not remembering them anymore. You know what? Here's the deal. If you really want to see those quests, like you're adamant, like you have a pretty strong opinion, you'd like to see that before we move on, let me know. And otherwise, I'm just going to go to Lonesome Road after this. And I've got Final Fantasy X-2 to record, so it's not like I won't have anything to LP when I have LP time, while I wait for people's answers. Programmer's Digest and meeting people. Meeting people didn't really seem to come up, but you never know. And I'm just curious to see if the dialogue options are any different now that we killed Dr. Mobius.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Is Dr.
No, I didn't actually check his...
denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped.
I didn't actually check to... Okay, well that didn't do anything. Well, you know. So, there's a slim possibility that had I... can't believe I'm actually doing this, but I didn't check I didn't loot his corpse. But I don't think that does anything. If you keep him alive and you make peace with Dr. Mobius, we had that dialogue option where we could try to bluff.
If a protracted battle is what you desire, then so be it.
Well, shit, we have 0 chance to hit. We should have finished him off with a sneak attack. That would have been the thing to do. Because now there's rad scorpions. Now there's rad scorpions, so that was not good. Let's take a bunch of super stim packs and am I carrying around the oh, I switched to a different melee weapon for fighting them with. They're not the biggest rad scorpions though. There's a lot of them though. Ah, boy. I should probably just let myself die here. I've clearly fouled this thing all up. But their hit points seem to be freaking out. Also seem to be missing with some of these melee attacks. This is also I can check his corpse. Okay. See what your corpse says. Is there anything here that would be unique that would identify him as being dead? Nope, not a thing. So basically that accomplished nothing. Alright, so one last thing in order to think about this this question I posed to you guys about whether you want to see any additional quests taken care of. It doesn't seem like there's any way we can get Rose of Sharon. I guess I could try off screen, setting the quest where you talk to her and get her to follow you to be active quest and dismiss all other companions, which won't be a problem since we just left a DLC, and see if that does anything different. I can do that off screen, and if it does something different, I'll show it. And that might push me towards wanting to do other quests, because it'll give us a chance to walk around a little bit with Rose of Sharon, since the Lonesome Road, as the name implies, we don't get to take a companion with us. So yeah, this is a long video, but it should be done shortly, because I'm down to the last thing I had a mind to do, which was to leave the big mountain, big MT, and show you on the quest map where these different quests are located. That might give us an idea of what the hell's going on with them. There are little pockets of game out there that I never got around to exploring. Like, you know, it was very late in the game before I realized, oh, hey, there's actually two different group of powder gangers, and we only really ever dealt with one of them. Come on, game. I mean, maybe we did eventually deal with a second one. Boy, it's taken a long time. When I'm done loading here, I actually can squeeze into Final Fantasy X-2, making me even more impatient about the fact that it refuses to finish loading. At this point, I'm wondering, has it been loading long enough that I just need to give up and decide that it's crashed? Huh. Maybe it did just crash on me. Well, all I was going to do is show off, is like return to the Mojave and show where these different quests are. And that was just this very minor little thing, which probably wasn't necessarily even worth doing. So now, I mean, we could sit here for another... Okay, thank you. I was about to, like, actually declare this is how long I will wait before I determine that the game is glitched out and crashed and call it a video. So we have the Big Mountain Transportal Ponder. Now,
what the word proletariat means. Do you know what that makes you? Well-read and erudite. For a communist.
okay, so this won't work while we're inside. So you have to be outside and not engaged in combat, and then this is basically a fast travel back to this area. Too bad we didn't get like a Utah teleporter to bring us back to Honest Hearts. And of course, there's no way to return to the world of the Sierra Madre Casino. Yeah, there was a lot of irritation and difficult combat here, but overall it wasn't quite as... There wasn't as much to bug me as there was in Dead Money. I think we started with the worst of the DLCs. So anyway, the Mojave Drive-In is where we are now. The Honest Hearts DLC is... Wait a minute. We make that the quest, and then we... Okay, so the Canyon Wreckage is actually fairly... Damn it! I'm trying to... It's actually fairly close to your starting point. Alternately, you go to... God, this is getting really irritating here. Find a way to cut off the supply of sulfur. Don't even really remember what this quest is about at all. But it's Vault 119. So that, I think, is the thing with the other powder gangers that I mentioned. These coyotes around. For the Republic is the end game. Brotherhood of... This is the Yes Man path. This is part of the Yes Man path. This is Rose of Sharon. So we kind of know where she is. She was in, yeah, the Mojave Outpost. I guess on camera I'll quick talk to her. With this as the active quest. That was my one idea for something that might trigger getting her to work for us. Or follow us around and make snide comments. So she's somewhere in here. We already knew that. We're just following the arrow. I'll be pretty surprised if this works, but if it does, actually, that might be my whole trigger to actually do the other quests. It'll extend the LP by a couple of videos, but it'll give us a little opportunity to get to talk to this companion we missed.
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind?
John Baptiste in Freeside. Interested in following me to Freeside?
Jean Baptiste. Sounds like someone got knocked out of the good book so hard his name broke. Either that, or it's Canadarian or some such shit.
Wow.
So who is this Baptiste, and what does he want?
Maybe we can get her. He's with the Van Graffs.
The only Van Graffs I know are the ones out west. Well, except for Gloria Van Graff, and I don't know her all that well. Nor do I want to. Don't have any objection speaking with him. Though if he's with the Van Graffs, he should know I'm not looking to buy weapons.
I'll ask you something
your...
else. Why are you here at the bar? Never mind. Oh, for a minute there, I thought we had it.
You come around like a bad habit.
Interested in following me to Freeside?
Not leaving here until my caravan paper's clear. If you were looking for someone to caravan...
I guess it's possible that if you do the caravan quest, that you'll trigger something, but no, I'm pretty sure we bugged this quest and can't get her. Anyway, folks, oh no, yeah, I was going to show you where all the frickin', never mind. Yeah, this video is now going really, really long, but that's okay. Tends to happen with the last video of a DLC. Alright, so quests again, and Feeble Will. I think this was actually in New Vegas. This woman was, yeah, on the Strip. Her husband is running around being a goober, and she wants him to come back. Mr. House's bunker. You can depend on me. Looks like this one we're actually almost done with anyway. I can't fast travel from in here. What the hell? At this point, I just want to knock this Crimson Caravan quest out and see if that actually means that we can now hire her. We never did find Quarry Junction. Didn't seem to take a whole lot of work to become idolized in the Crimson Caravan Company. I guess the fact that we're the courier and we're now the most famous person, one of the most famous people in the Waste, and we work for them and are called the courier, which reminds people of them every time we do stuff. That might be part of it. Oh, I guess I'm splitting this after the fact now. Oh, well. The second half will just be entirely... Because we did... If I split it in half, then... The first half featured the canon ending for my LP purposes of Old World Blues, and the rest of this is just purely nonsense. Running around trying to see what kind of extra cool shit there is to see.
Welcome back.
I delivered the invoice just as you
Well,
asked.
you've proven yourself reliable so far. Would you be interested in more important jobs?
uh,
As much as I like to handle matters personally, I can't be everywhere at once. There is a negotiation with a smaller trading outfit that I'd like resolved as quickly as possible. There's also the matter of Henry Jameson, an employee whose services I'd rather do without. His family connections make it difficult, however. And finally, I need someone to acquire the Gunrunner's manufacturing specifications. This job needs to be quiet. No alarms, no deaths.
Negotiate with Cast about Cassidy Caravan. Convince, blah blah, acquire the gun runners. I'll see what I can
Thank
do.
you. Was there something else? Is
So, boy, yeah. Now I kind of need to do another few minutes worth of stuff just to wrap this thing up. Kill Caleb McCarthy. I don't even remember what this one was about, which is a problem. Acquire the gun runner's secret. Convince Henry Jameson to quit. I don't know that any of these really have anything to do with Rose of Sharon Cassidy, because there's a character named Cass that doesn't necessarily have. Oh, Cassidy Caravan. Okay. Gunrunners. I guess now I can offer to buy out her caravan, and then she'll join us. I don't know. I'm very confused. The thing is, there's a lot of plot in this game, and I've just kind of lost track of it. I've been playing it for so long. I've long since lost track of what's going on. The Crimson Caravan seems a little dark, actually. Because we're stealing shit from the gunrunners. We're buying out the competition. I don't think we had good and bad karma in this game. Or do we? I know we can get a higher or lower reputation with different factions. And I guess there is a karma system that I'm just completely forgetting about. I can check that real quick in the stats. No, there isn't. It's, oh, general. Yeah, there is. Okay, there's a karma system. Well, maybe we, yeah, see if this works. Nobody chimed in and told me how to do this, even though I've mentioned a few times and I'm a little heartbroken that we couldn't get one of the companions. But, maybe this is what we gotta do. We gotta buy out her caravan, and then, or it might at least have different dialogue choices now. Or hell, maybe there's like maybe we can get experience in caps and just generally not a very good reward for killing her. You guys is there a unique merchant in this group? You're just traveling merchants and mercenaries, okay. You're not a named character that is going to sell exclusive stuff. We're dehydrated because I forgot that's a thing in this game. Again, been playing Fallout 4. Water is just a generic healing item in that game. Actually, in some ways, dirty water is better than purified water because it's used in certain recipes. Where purified water isn't.
Mojave almost makes you wish for nuclear winter.
Yeah, whatever.
You come around like a bad hap.
Crimson Caravan sent me. They want to buy out your caravan.
They want to buy Cassidy Caravans? Don't they know it's burned to ash? No. Even times being what they are. Not sure I'm looking to sell. Even for all the whiskey in Reno.
Wait, what happened to your caravan?
Mojave happened. Hit by raiders packing some heavy firepower. Can't believe the Crimson Caravan haven't heard. So if you want to buy all of Cassidy Caravans, you're looking at it. And what I got in my pockets. Still, as little as that is, not looking to sell.
Why not?
If someone came up to you and offered you 1,000 caps for your name, would you take it?
Not 1,000.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to hear your answer anyway. Point is, I made the caravan what it is. It's mine.
I have the offer letter here. The terms are fair.
Alice McLafferty, eh? No, I see the zeros, and I know she's good for them. Still, it's not about the money. Dad'd spin like a twister if he ever heard I sold our name for anything.
Dad's apparently a character from a previous Fallout game, so for what it's worth.
Look, I know you came all this way, and that takes some drive, especially these days. Just doesn't feel right. Trading history for a slip of paper.
But it's a slip of historical paper. I'm not going to offer money. I wanted a drink for it. Oh. If you made the caravan, you're responsible for killing it. Boy, I don't even know if this is babyface Paragon thing for us to do, convincing her to sell. I guess we can drink for it.
You challenging me? Serious now. All right, you come here armed with whiskey. We'll make a sport of it. And none of that radioactive shit. I'm talking whiskey. Not Dixon whiskey. Whiskey.
Get a dozen bottles and be back.
I'll be waiting then.
Oh, okay. Cass's Whiskey Challenge.
Background?
We have for trade. Please say that you have a dozen bottles of whiskey. You got 2 bottles of whiskey. Oh, on Caravan. I never played Caravan. I don't think I'll be able to steal whiskey without being seen. Well, shoot. It's possible I got whiskey I usually sell in this game, but I guess it's possible that I've got some. Alright, let's pad this thing out by trying to see if we actually... I was convinced we'd glitched this quest out and couldn't get Rose of Sharon, but maybe we can.
Smart move.
Smart move, you ignoring my dialogue. Now, it's not necessarily a good thing that we're doing. As a matter of fact, this might get us bad karma. But she's just going to sit there until she no longer has to be... She says she has no caravan, but she's just sitting there drinking until her caravan issues are dealt with. And there's no dialogue option where we can go out with her and try to find her caravan. I don't see any other way to get her out of that bar. So maybe we've actually got whiskey in the safe. There's whiskey in the safe. As opposed to the jar. I doubt it. I think we're just kind of hosed on this whiskey deal. Come on, whiskey. Tell me that I kept whiskey for some reason. Oh yeah, we actually have whiskey. We only need 10 more bottles of it. Now, we don't have any traits or perks that will make us better at drinking whiskey, so this might still turn out poorly for us, but you'd think she'd appreciate the fact that we challenged her to a drinking contest, even if we can't win. Seems like somebody who would enjoy that. Oh, for a minute I thought that was her wandering around outside. Just the prospect of a drinking contest got her excited enough to get up off of her bar stool. Ironically enough. Who are you? You seem like a generic Cavalier. That's what you seem like. You know, since I now am going to end up splitting these after the fact, I don't even know if I'm going to refer to this video that we're in now as part of Old World Blues, because we barely did. Yeah, whatever.
You come around like a bad habit.
I got 12 bottles of booze. Got the whiskey. Let's do this.
All right, then. I already got a head start, but I'll go first anyway.
Yeah, there are a couple of empty bottles next to her. Be my guest.
Oh my fucking god. Get away from me. All 4 of you. Don't need your... Oh god. I think I'm gonna be sick. And you look fine.
All 4 of you. We haven't finished all the bottles yet.
No. You got me beat. I'm done. Caravan's yours. Give me that paper. I'll put my name to it. All right. There you go. Caravan's yours. Feel kind of relieved, actually. Guess I didn't realize how much I was carrying around with just the name.
Oh, tomorrow you'll wake up with a hangover and no name. What will you do?
No idea. Maybe head back west? Though the idea of heading back there with my tail between my legs isn't appealing.
You could come with me. Hey, what do you know?
Go with you? And why the hell would I do that?
I still got 9 bottles of whiskey. You someone who knows the road. Stay here. You know exactly what's going to happen day in, day out. Do you really want to stay in this shithole?
So fighting boredom is your argument, huh?
It's a good argument.
Walking the Mojave with you can't be any worse than here, that's for sure. All right, I'm in.
Hey, we got the Whiskey Rose perk.
Just thinking about it makes me nervous.
Careful if we go off the road.
Well, there you go, folks. That is not something I was expecting to happen, but after having completely given up on ever getting her as a person, we actually got her as a companion. And now my interest in doing some other stuff in the main game before we go into the Lonesome Road DLC has gone up. Which isn't to say that I'm convinced we still need to do it. She's just another companion after all. I guess I'll check and see in the wiki. I mean, are there some things I can do with her, like shortcut to her? You know, different characters have their different personal quests. Can I, like, take the quick path to seeing all of the content there is with her? Maybe. That might be fun. I don't know. But either way, I'm calling it a video for now. This has been Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I may or may not consider this video part of the Old World Blues DLC. More importantly, we actually got Rose of Sharon Cassidy, who I think was the last companion we never got in the game. So, a neat little bonus before we look next time to either taking Rose of Sharon Cassidy out for a spin, nothing dirty intended, or heading down that lonesome road. See you guys next time.